These are our favorite goggles for the 2026 season. We actually got to field test a bunch of goggles. At the end of last season, we got samples of all the new goggles coming out this season. We went up to the mountain, it snowed, it was amazing weather for hardcore goggle testing. It was quite fantastic actually. A bunch of team members here from SporterX went with us and everybody came back with a goggle that they loved, a moment that the goggles helped them. There's something kind of different and there's a reason why every one of these is on the table. We're gonna talk to all the team members that were out there with us about what they loved, why they loved them, and hopefully this will help you pick out the right goggle for you. All right, first up, we have Curtis Ellis, our Chief Commercial Officer. Curtis, I would bet that you were the best snowboarder out of our team.
I don't know about that.
I just throw it out there. You're an advanced snowboarder. Is that clear enough?
Once upon a time.
Yeah, no, Curtis shreds on a mountain bike and on a snowboard. He's from Utah, it's kind of not fair. All right, so you gravitated towards the Smith 4D Mag. Why'd you pick it?
I picked it because I had never ridden in it. You know, I've been on the brand side for most of my career and was kind of stuck wearing a specific brand's product. And I was excited to try it out, you know, with the lens and how it rolls off the bottom. It was intriguing to me.
Yeah, this whole kind of bird's eye view concept.
Yeah. What I noticed was the day we rode in these, it was really socked in. It was snowy. It was variable light and incredibly cold. And this low light lens was amazing. I mean, I could see everything, I could see undulations, I wasn't kind of feeling my way down the mountain. It was like a bright, sunny day.
So would you say the Chroma Pop lens was the winning feature?
The Chroma Pop lens was the winning feature for the day. Pairing this goggle, you know, with a Smith helmet, the fit, the functionality, I didn't have any fogging, you know, the thermoformed fleece lined, you know, foam is ergonomic and fit my face
right,
really
you got
well.
The technical name right, I like it.
You know, it's the outriggers articulate just enough that you don't have any gaps on the sides. I think bang for your buck, it's just a really, really nice goggle. You know?
And you had prescription inserts going on?
I did.
Nice, and then nothing fogged. I think that combination of the brand goggle and the brand helmet is really cool. And then I've talked about this lens before. This is the Chroma Pop Storm Yellow. This exact lens is just phenomenal for really, really bad weather days. If you're the type of person that does not go inside because you're on your trip and you're gonna use your money's worth, that goggle lens works really, really well. So the concept with that 4D is to help eliminate some peripheral issues when you're looking down the mountain. It looks cool from the outside. A lot of people have talked about the distortion from the inside. What's your honest view on that?
There is some distortion. I mean, if you really focus on that area, you will see some distortion and get kind of that fishbowl effect.
It's like a transition though. What I've noticed is like, it's clear, it has that hard roll, it's distorted, and then back underneath it, it's clear again. So you almost have to like get past the curve.
I didn't even notice it while riding, to be completely honest. I think
That's a good thing though.
Part of that would be because there isn't prescription insert inside, so I'm kind of only looking through that corridor.
Yeah.
So one feature to point out, I think, would be how low profile this goggle is. You can see from where your face is to the outside, it's not sticking off of your face a lot. And for a magnetic goggle that's quick change with a toric lens, that's rare to find. And it just makes it more comfortable.
That's been a trend a lot of companies are trying to do and figure out. And the idea is because it's closer to your face, you have way better peripheral, because like when it's out here, all the plastic and foam and everything is blocking. It's almost like blinders on. So the closer you get, the better peripheral vision you get.
Yeah, look, let's be real. If it's the right price, the right color, and it fits your head, those are a lot of the qualifiers for the purchase, and they look badass.
Yeah, they are really cool looking. All right, that's the Smith 4D Mag. It comes in multiple sizes. It comes in a low bridge fit. They're all gonna come with 2 sets of lenses. It's got a toric lens, which gives you kind of the best of both worlds. You get the coolness of like the cylindrical look, but you get a little bit better optics, like a spherical lens. It has magnets, it has a quick change system. Like you mentioned, it has that really good face foam at the end, comes with a case, comes with the spare lenses, comes with the bag. The case is really cool. It's got a spot for the spare lenses. And if you're gonna pair it with the Smith helmet, that's kind of probably the best of all worlds. All right, next we have Madison, who runs our social media. She was on the trip with us, and your favorite was the Zeal Meridian.
Yeah, as soon as I put this on, I liked it right away. I thought it was very comfortable and not too oversized.
It is a smaller fit, which makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still felt like I had a good range of view and like nothing was obstructed and it didn't like hurt my nose at all. So it was just very comfortable.
Okay.
I wore a different colorway, which was also like really pretty. It had a
Yeah.
rainbow
Yeah.
mirror lens.
Yeah.
Which I thought was super cool.
And what about fogging? Because it was kind of gnarly conditions that day.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem at all. And then when it did get sunny too, like I thought it worked like for every condition of the day.
All right, next we got Mr. TJ Wood here. He's been an optician for, I don't know, 15 years. He's worked here for almost 10 years, and he runs our athlete and ambassador program. So you also picked the Zeal Meridian.
I think Zeal's very underrated. I have a tendency to fog up goggles very quickly. What I love about this is I was getting clear vision pretty much the entire time. What I appreciate about this goggle more than anything is the ODT technology. So ODT is observation deck technology. It's meant to mimic or replicate air traffic control towers that have that slight angle. So by removing a lot of the volume at the bottom, you get so much more range of view looking down. Not having that distraction or that extra volume right here gives you a lot of space to see what's right down in front of you right there.
A lot of brands are trying to come up with a system to prevent this kind of blocking the mountain from the bottom, especially because you're looking down. So these are thicker up top than they are at the bottom, and it kind of gives you this ability for the goggles to kind of fit like this. So you have a lot more view from the bottom than you normally would if this was thicker. So, you know, it's maybe like, I don't know, 1.5 inches here and maybe like 3/4 of an inch here. So that kind of concept is to help with looking down the mountain and having better peripheral vision, not just left to right, but also up and down. So the Zeal Meridian comes with 2 lenses. They also have some options with the photochromatic lens that actually gets lighter and darker for you, which is really cool. They do have an interchangeable system. It's this rail lock system. And I've gotten better over the years how to switch it, but the magnetic really helps on this. You have a triple layer foam. They do work with prescription inserts. Of course, they're helmet compatible. And then in the box, you're gonna get a soft case only, not a hard case. You can get a hard case from sportrx.com. We sell really cool hard cases. And then the extra lens, and I think there's even a Zeal sticker in here. All right. All right, so that's the Zeal Meridian. And again, this is a smaller fit. All right, next up we got Blake. He is our marketing strategist. He's also our skier, which is kind of cool.
The one skier.
You're the one skier. There's always one, but you know, I respect everybody. And you really gravitated towards this Anon M6 in that kind of gnarly weather we had. What do you remember? Why did you like it? What's going on with you in this M6?
Yeah, M6 is rad. My current goggle that I use is the M5, and I feel like this improved upon the one thing that I don't like about the M5, and that is the larger fit. I think a problem that I encounter a lot with ski goggles and helmets is their compatibility together. I think with the M5, I notice a little bit of pressure pushing down on the top of the helmet that then puts pressure on my nose as well, where this is a little bit of a smaller fit and it kind of alleviated all those pressure points.
Yeah, I think there's been this arc of goggles. They used to be really small, then they got huge. Like there was literally ones called the Canopy, and there's been this trend again of not oversized goggles. So the M6 I would say is about a medium fit, but even in that medium world, it's not oversized. There's actually also an M6S. So I think the pendulum's shifted a little bit to like less oversized goggles, and you don't have a very big head.
No, I think I'd say I'm more of a true medium.
Yeah,
or
you're
so.
a medium.
Yeah.
I'm large to extra large. So do you remember anything about the perceived lenses? How was that? Because we had like whiteout conditions.
Yeah, the lenses are dope. I know Anon does a really good job with how they market their lenses, and that they have sunny conditions, they have cloudy conditions, variable. And so then every single pair comes with 2 lenses. So it's super easy depending on your day. Like if you want to pop one in, pop one out, like if it's changing during the middle of the day. They're pretty sweet, but this is what they look like.
Yeah, we definitely needed low light that day. Yeah, those fit you like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand why you like those so much. So in the box, you're gonna get actually a really cool trick case. I love this. This is like kind of fun. And then you get your spare lenses. They also include this goggle sock. So it's a great way to protect your goggles or just your extra lens when you're not wearing it. So you get this goggle sock. This would have been the sunny or medium lens day. Yeah, this is like a little bit more of a medium lens. That's a low light lens. And then the case is kind of cool. It has some of the lens information on it. The soft bag, you get the hard case as well. So the other really cool thing in here is the MFI. We cannot forget about this. Did you use it?
Oh yeah. Even if it's not like crazy conditions where there's snow in my face, it just feels so snug and like covers my neck, and you look really badass when you're wearing it.
Yeah, you
too.
kind of look like a ninja when you wear it. So a lot of people like face masks. I always call it the wrong thing. I call it a baklava, but I know it's like a balaclava.
Balaclava.
Yes, I'm getting better at this. So a lot of times, do you put it under? Do you put it under your goggle? Do you put it over? What, like, where do you put it? If you break the seal of the goggle, that's not the best thing if you don't have it all the way. So this eliminates all of those questions, and it just clips right into the goggle. It's really easy to take off when you don't want it on. They make a thick version for cold days. They make a thin version for warmer days. So it's not just about cold protection. It's about skin protection, wind protection, nose protection, and it just kind of feels good, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so the MFI is a big deal with all of the Anons. So the regular one is a medium fit, and then there is a small. You're gonna get 2 perceived lenses. They are cylindrical, so they have that kind of cool kind of 80s look, which has been really popular again for a while. You get the quick change with the magnet lenses. I mean, these just come right off, right on, and they're getting better and better at keeping them on with better and better magnets. Triple layer foam. They are, of course, compatible with a prescription insert. They're helmet compatible. Anon also makes helmets. And then don't forget about that MFI. All right, next up we have Rusty's worked here for maybe 8 years now or so.
Almost 9.
9, and he's in charge of money, so that's a fun job. And you had, I think, the funnest outfit of the day on.
The only way is all the way.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Money doesn't buy style, man. Some style is style. You gotta, that's on you. All right, so Rusty really liked the Oakley setup that day. What do you remember? What did you like? Fogging was a deal that day. I mean, it was dumping.
I think it was a really good day to test the limits of what these goggles are capable of handling. The conditions were, it was, effectively whiteout. Visibility was low. The temperatures weren't the best. So like the snow would get on your goggle and then it would melt.
It was like the worst temperature. It was like,
yeah,
it wasn't just snow, it was like sleeting.
It was like 32,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it was really challenging for the equipment. It was challenging for the boards. It was challenging for our clothes. It was really challenging for the goggles. So what I really like and what I look for on a day like that is contrast enhancement. You want something that's gonna let enough light in that you can see where you're going, but it's still gonna block out some of that weird glare you get off of the slushy snow.
Well, you got the Prism lenses, and Prism is pretty amazing. Most of those Prism lenses work really well in a lot of conditions, but the cool thing about the Pro version that we tested is that they're interchangeable. So you do get a second set of lenses, and the second set is specific for really bad weather. So this is like perfect for a day like that. And this is the new Ice Iridium, which I am kind of in love with. It has really good contrast. So one of the better low light lenses I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, these are great. I mean, even in this dark room.
So what about fogging? You remember any fogging issues?
I can say that I had no fogging trouble.
Okay, that's interesting because that was like the day things would fog.
I run hot. I was wearing literally a one-piece, fully zipped up snowsuit that was made of, that's 15 years old. I'm sure it's like wearing a plastic bag.
Yeah.
And these did great.
So interestingly enough, a lot of people are kind of worried about this new Pro Series and some of the newer Oakley goggles because they went away from the dual pane lens, which was kind of the reason. That was a big technology years ago to help with fogging, and they've gone to this single lens. And the idea is the anti-fog coating that they're using is so good that you don't need the dual pane anymore. And then the benefit of not the dual pane is much better optics. So I don't know, you have really good vision, so you don't need the insert, even though you can get these in prescription. How did you feel like optically? Was there any distortion, any issues?
No, and I'm really sensitive to that. Working here for 9 years, we really develop
We've trained you.
A sensitivity for distortion and things like that. And, when goggles start to push the boundaries of, curvature in the lens, one of the compromises is a little bit of sharpness. These are a home run. Coating technology is getting really, really sophisticated. I don't think these need to be a dual pane.
I mean, we proved that day that they don't.
I can't say enough good things about this. Like, if you buy one of these, it's just going to be a home run for you.
All right, I got one more question for you. We just got our first sample of the brand new Oakley Flowscapes.
I like how they did this transition to the strap so that it's going to fit nicely over your helmet, but it doesn't look like a moto goggle.
You look a little stormtroopery, especially in the white. What do you think of these things?
I immediately think it looks like a stormtrooper.
I thought the same exact thing, especially when the lens is not in it. It totally looks like a stormtrooper. Look at this. Tell me that is not
Yeah.
like super stormtrooper vibes.
It's nice to have these finally in hand. I've been wanting to see these. These are sweet. How I look.
They look good. They also come one size smaller, so I think that would probably
Okay,
fit
these
you better.
fit.
I wanted your opinion on the foam, because the foam is a new type of foam I've never seen before.
I think it's comfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
that foam
it's
is really
soft.
different, right?
Yeah.
Most goggles historically have been dual foam or single foam, and then or triple foam for like the really good ones. That is one unanimous 3D foam. Like it's not the old kind of foam. It's like this whole. It's almost like a pillow. Like I've never seen anything like
Could
it.
take a nap on these.
Yeah. So the idea is that they're more comfortable all day long. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I'd be curious to try these on the mountain to see
Yeah.
if you still get the ventilation to prevent the fogging from happening. But if they do, that's pretty rad.
It's like a memory foam pillow.
It's like Patagonia material on the outside though, too.
yeah, it's really good.
Chinchilla. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. Well done, Oakley, as always.
All right, you heard it here. These are all our favorite goggles from the season that we tested on a pretty gnarly day. It was a really fun day. I want to thank all the SportRx team members that went up there that day in some really serious traffic and tested all the goggles with us. It was really fun. If you are still not sure what goggle to get, you can always pick up the phone or chat with us. We have real live experts here that want to help you, that are super friendly. A lot of them are certified opticians, so we're here to actually help you see better. Speaking of which, we have this thing called the See Better Guarantee, which means if you get something from us and you can't see better, you can return them. There's no restocking fee. We pay for shipping both ways. We are literally we exist to help you see better. That's the whole point of SportRx. And we can do them in prescription. That SportRx insert is amazing. It is a life changer. Way better than trying to stuff your glasses inside your goggles. For a lot of people, it works way better than contacts and way better than not wearing anything. So let us help you see better.